Podcast. I'm your
Yeah, mate.
host, Ron. I'm here with Merk, Theezy,
These.
whole producing in the background. So, well, a lot of stuff to get into. Uh, Mainly, most people probably showing up here for the giveaway. Got the boxes here in the back. They're ready to go. We'll discuss those. As you can see, all three of us are wearing some paraphernalia from the weekend in New York. And that's what this podcast kind of going to be about. It was certainly just a pilgrimage of such that we took. I'll start like this. There's two things I'm not discussing no more, and one can be opened back up in October. I'm not discussing Jay Z as the greatest of all time as a rapper. And to this point, New York City is the greatest city I've ever been to. And I see what the hype about. Uh, Being able to go downstairs at 2 in the morning and the pizza shop is open and you can get a $4 slice of pizza that's better than any chain that's around St. Louis or Detroit, any chain, not individual pizza joints. Um, the delis, food amazing, open at 5 o'clock in the morning. Um, the people, how you can, I mean, $3 get you anywhere in New York, pretty much. Getting on the subway,
Anywhere.
anywhere. Um, and just the vibe from the city is just amazing. So, D, I throw it to you. And look, we're changing up the format a little bit. We want to interact with the people. We're not even gonna call y'all fans. Like we all one big camp. We just happen to be here on the mic. We want y'all to interact and text and ask questions and you know forward the progress here. So these I ask you this: what was your favorite part of the New York trip? Sans the Jay Z concert.
Man, it was just, the culture of it. Being in Harlem. Like I said, I've been to New York before and never really had the full New York experience. You know what I mean? Like being able to go ride the subway. It was my first time riding the subway, and I've been to New York probably 4 or 5 times. But to ride the subway, right, experience that. I mean, we ain't even talk about that. We looking at the board. We standing there waiting for the train to come, or or the subway to come, and dude walks up behind us, looking at the board, and just starts pissing. It was crazy, right? It's like, okay, like that was like our introduction to like the subway. So it's like, all right, this is real. You know what I mean? So to ride the subway, I think you said it while we were riding because we end up getting on the subway. We end up going on the wrong route. So we get off, go up, and it was like a whole different world. We walk to where we were supposed to go back down, jump back on, pay another $3, whatever, right? And then come back up in Harlem, and it's a whole different world. You know what I mean? So it was just like, wow, laundry mats are full. You walking down the street and you see the apartments, and they got window unit ACs, not central air, window unit ACs in like, and not just one or two. You see 50, 60, 70 window unit ACs. Like it's hot as hell outside. It's 90 plus degrees in Harlem, and they ACs is kicking. And then for us to kind of walk around, obviously we're all big sports fans. To see basketball being played, a referee, like organized basketball, 13-year-old kids, jerseys, scoreboard, right? Manual scoreboard out there hooping, people barbecuing, celebrating a graduation. It's like, man, it just brought back so many memories because that's kind of how our generation, that's how we came up, go outside, hoop, barbecue outside. You just did things outside. And that was the full New York experience, man. Like I said, I've been before. Shout out to my daughter. She told me, she said, "Look, Dad, when you go ride the subway, get the full New York experience." And I told her everything we did, and she was like, "Man, I ain't get to go to Harlem. I did everything else. I did Brooklyn. I did the Bronx. I rode the subway. I did all these things." She was like, "But I ain't get to go to Harlem." And I'm like, "Man, it was quite the experience, man." So shout out to y'all, my brothers, man. I got to experience that with y'all. It was dope. Y'all got a little one-on-one in. I had on slides. I couldn't get no action in on that. But
Was
man,
that
it was
I,
just
I, I just like to add. I would like to add that I told Buddy. I asked him, "This is what you going out in?" Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm like, cause I at that point, cause they came a little later. At that point, I had already walked from Manhattan to Brooklyn and then biked from Brooklyn back to Manhattan. I'm like, dog, this ain't no joke out here, bro. Like, and we about to be outside, Buddy. I mean, I think he just saved himself from the smoke. Like, I think he did. Merk, not only answer that. Merk, what's your favorite thing from New York? You're done right now.
So
here you go.
It's
You
a
should've
lot
wore
of
your shoes.
similarities because again, the brothers was together, man, and it was funny, it was fun, it was happening. Walking the streets, you know what I mean? Just almost roaming like we was locals, like you know what I mean? Like, and to your point, in basketball shorts, t-shirt, like, what's up, man? We looking for the gym, like for a court, not a gym, the court. Where are the courts? You know what I mean? And every couple of blocks, it's a different court. But we finally found one that had some run. That the young bulls was out there. They was hooping. They was getting it in. It looked good. But as soon as I seen that ball and I could get it in my hands, I was like, yeah, let me get that.
Pause.
Let me get that.
Pause.
Man, I forgot we was in New York. Everything paused. So we gotta,
Everything,
pause, right?
Paul. Especially in Harlem. Especially in Harlem.
Especially in Harlem.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so you know what I mean? That was good. That was fun. But I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I stumbled across, the Twin Towers and whatnot. And then I stumbled across, like, kind of just because I was looking for the Apple store. Like, damn, look, I know we finna be on the move. I need to get one of them little portable chargers, hook up to the back of my phone. So I stumbled across that joint, and I'm in the trade center all of a sudden, and I'm walking around. I'm like, oh, they got stores all down in here. It was like tourist crazy, but it wasn't intentional. I just stumbled on it. And the trains run through and around everything in New York. You might as well fucking forget it. Once you get off of ground level, surface level, if you go down anything, it's a train running through that motherfucker. I'd hate to have a basement in New York. You feel me? Like, it was crazy. You know what I mean? And shout out to New York for, that's the way that they travel. And we kind of got to see why a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you want to catch an Uber 3 miles, break out that bag. It's going to run you to get 3 miles up the road. But that's a 20-minute trip in an Uber. 3 miles.
The money not even the problem. It's the time. It's 3 miles and it's taking 40 minutes.
Right.
It was crazy. We looking at this shit like, for real? Like, but, that's why I see why they travel. And we was on the train. And one of y'all, I forget which one of y'all it was, but it started that shit like, I see why they move furniture on this motherfucker. Train big as shit, but, hey, look, if you got to move this shit and you got to go across the city, the fastest way to do it, I don't give a fuck what kind of transportation you got above ground, the fastest way to get it there is on that motherfucking train, on the subway. So, shout out to New York. We had a ball. I'm sure throughout the night here on the pod, we'll get to the one-on-one action and all that, but you know what I mean? New York was epic.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out some of our viewers real quick, y'all. Like, my sister on here, Tiff, shout out you. Sis, would you tell my sister's on here talking about some damn slides? Sis, tell them your brother don't run from no smoke. He don't run from no smoke. He don't care who it is.
He was not letting that one go.
If I would have knew we was hooping, if I'd have knew we was hooping, come on, bro. Like, don't even do that. I'm thinking we just out chilling, doing our thing. Listen, if I knew we was hooping, trust me, them shoes would have been with me for sure. Shout out my boy Nayo on here. He asked the question, Nayo. We definitely gonna get to some Brian. Coach Morgan, shout out to you. Texas in the building, man. Shout out to you. Coach my son back in the day, out here supporting. Appreciate the supporters. We only gonna grow from here. Look at my sister talking about never run from no smoke. Let them know, sis. Your brother don't run from shit. We want that competition, you heard? Tom, I'm from the east side of Detroit, baby.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I asked him before he left the room.
Nah.
That's all I said.
Yeah, see,
listen. No. But listen. No. Time out. The funny part about it is we get to this later on because I want to talk about my favorite part of New York. That's the second worst no that he gave me of the weekend.
What you mean? Oh no,
That's the
you're not gonna
second.
do that.
That's the second. That's the
You're
second.
not gonna
That's
do
the
that.
second. That's the
Nah,
second.
you ain't gonna
That's
do
the
that.
second. The first one, the number one, we're gonna get into.
The
The
one
number
hurt
one we got.
The one
The
hurt
number
me,
one
too.
we got to get into. We got to get into that for sure. Like you
That's
said,
for sure.
Nayo, we gonna definitely get into the questions. My favorite part, y'all touched on it. It was the basketball part, man. Like going into it, I spoke on this a little bit before, but going there, you understand why that's the mecca of basketball. Like we literally walked past the court. We got pictures of at the court where Tommy Shepard and Kyle Watson played 1-on-1. And that's what they was working out at all through the movie. Like him and Boogaloo, everything. So, man,
And
like
Bernie
the
Mac.
basketball.
R.I.P. Bernie Mac, baby.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bernie Mac. The basketball there, man, is just you could feel the vibes from the Knicks winning. You could feel the city at all times. There is no because I went straight from the concert Sunday night straight to the airport, so it was pretty much like go up there, change clothes, pack up, come downstairs, boom, I'm out of here, right? So the sun was rising at that point. It still was cracking. Like a lot of stuff was closed. Don't get me wrong at that point, but it still was cracking. People still was moving. There still was construction going on, all type of stuff.
I do got a question for you because you stayed Sunday,
Sure.
right? And that concert, when it let out, I know that motherfucker was packed. Let me just ask,
Yeah.
how you get back to the hotel after the concert Sunday? Are you,
Uber.
you Uber? Did they kill you?
No way. No way. No way was I.
He spent
So
at least
I-
200.
That-
If he
that's
didn't
the
spend
thing.
200, you're alive.
No. I waited. I just chilled outside in the Bronx. Yeah, we're gonna let these prices come down. We gotta let these prices come down one time. I ain't got that 200. No.
Hey, we'll talk about that as we get further through, because after that
For sure.
Saturday let out, then just let me know when y'all ready to get into that, because that was crazy.
Merk, why we gonna let this dude keep lying?
He had to, because he had to get to
I'll
the
show you
We were scheduled to leave on Sunday. He stayed an extra day,
the extra day.
but he
Hey.
ain't got the bread. All right.
Nah.
You know what? I'm gonna call you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
hey.
call you. I'm gonna
No,
call you the
no.
finesse. I'm gonna call you the finesse. I'm gonna call you the finesse king. I'm gonna call you the finesse king. I can't wait till you call me out on that first note, because I got something for your ass. So come on, I'm ready. I'm ready for
what
you.
I do.
Come on.
He said,
So
what I
we gonna
do?
no. You gonna bring it up? We'll get
So-
to it.
So,
get to it.
so the Uber, I'm not paying 200 for Uber. I couldn't do that. For the tickets,
I wasn't willing. I
Make it
wasn't
work.
willing to
There
do
you
that.
go,
I
there
was
you
not
go.
willing
No.
to do that.
Nah. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. You can
Fuck
jump
that.
rope
I
through the
was good.
semantics
I was
all
good and
you
butter.
want. You
I'm outta
hopscotching
here.
through the
Let me get
semantics. That's no. 200, no. So, what we here for right now? Blueprint night. We did not go to Reasonable Doubt night. That is a slight regret of mine because I feel like we missed a little bit there. Blueprint night, man. You could really tell that's a New York album. Like, they really, I mean, he obviously a New York guy, but that album was a New York album. That was the one that was supposed to be his, like, okay, this is the one right here. Like, he already was a star, but this is going to take me to superstar, megastar, and it did. It coincided with 9/11. It came out the same day 9/11 happened. Let me ask you this.
Good.
My favorite track that he played that night was Allure. What was yours?
What he? The ruler's back. The way he opened it. That's me. Like the way he came out with it. First of all, let's take it back though, right? Like you said, Blueprint is where it took off. We was in high school, right? And when you're in high school, I feel like when you're in high school as a youngster, that's where your knowledge of music or your taste of music kind of forms and really takes off. And like you said, Jay-Z was a star, but he became a superstar. And that's where he really had like fans really tapping in with that album. So yeah, like we knew every word, right, from top to bottom. But yeah, but back to your question, for me, man, it was the ruler's back, man. I feel like But I don't know if y'all noticed when at first it was like I thought he was gonna do
It was building
takeover
up to
because
something else. Yes.
it was a takeover beat, and I was like, ooh, is he about to do it? And then it switched to the Rulers back, and I'm like, okay, it was still cold, but it was just the way it was like doom 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 doom, and then it flipped, like
And then the
I
horns
think.
hit.
And then boom, it hit, and then the lights was
The
hitting with it, but
motherfucking stadium went crazy.
went crazy, right? And I think like even in Rome, you could talk about the second night, but the way he would go to different songs
Transition.
was cold. That transition to different songs, like
Nasty.
nasty, bro, nasty.
Like,
But yeah,
so
it was a
I've been listening to
takeover,
the
and then he
playlist.
went to the Rulers back. It was crazy. But go ahead.
So I literally put together the whole playlist for night 3, and I'm working on night 2, and I'll do night 1. The songs just connect that well. Like I don't know who engineered this. It might have been Pharrell. It literally boom 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 boom. Is Blueprint the best Jay-Z album? I gotta see. I gotta think about that. But Merk, favorite song from that night?
It's not a favorite song. It's just how shit.
Yeah, my bad.
So
Yeah.
let me just drop it like this, right? Like to piggyback Theo, when that motherfucker hit, because it started with "Ain't No Love" and the hardest, and then the motherfucking video was playing, right? And it was going through New York 9/11 and all that shit, right? The takeover shit transitioning straight into, you know what I mean? The Rulers back. Boom, stadium went crazy, right? Then he playing his shit. Everybody still hyped this, that, and the third, right? He hit us with the little, you know, I got you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We done. Everybody looking for who the fuck Jay go? Like, you know what I mean? And come right back, right? But when M came out, it was like the stadium re-erupted again, just like how it started for a minute, right? And I could tell, and I don't know if y'all picked up on this shit, right? But you could tell that M doing that last one he did by himself, that wasn't scripted, bruh. That was more like, shit, you need me to do something else? Shit, play my shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when he came back and he hit again, and then this was kind of like, and it sucked because it ended the night, but this was like when he did Encore, after everything kind of settled down and he came back with that shit, it was like, yeah, dog, the playlist, like you said, dog put this shit together, and he made sure that it was, you know, to where we, the fans, or we, the people that fuck with Hov, really, you know what I mean, we was in there with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was with him when he did it. So, yeah, not a favorite one, but just segments of the night and how it ran together, man. Like, it was crazy.
So
I would say the Renegade was like nobody was kind of really expecting him, but Pharrell kind of was more like, I had it in my mind like, damn, dog might bring Pharrell out. Like that would be, you know what I'm saying? And when
cut out a little bit, Merk.
Pharrell, that's really what I was looking for after that. Like, who's next? Who's next? And I kept like, wrong. Who's next, dog? Because it was coming out like that. So yeah, I would say probably M when the Renegade dropped, when that hit, and then M verse hit, and you could just see him come out. I would say that was probably the one. That was probably the one.
So you brought up Pharrell, and that's probably for that night. I mean, it was the third act of the show. And he was pretty much done with. He had did most of Blueprint, because Blueprint really don't have a lot of guest features on there already. But when Pharrell came out, Pharrell does "Excuse Me, Miss," "La La La," "I Just Want to Love You," fronting in Allure, back to back to back to back. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like bangers, and I mean the crowd responded as such. I think my favorite moment of the night is when the music was down and he turned. It's like, damn, the train coming through. That's dope. And then you could, because the music was down, you could hear the train, and it was literally like on the corner of the stadium, like it was the craziest. I just the amount of concerts I've been to and how much this one is above all of them. And I've seen some really great performers. I've seen his wife, who is spectacular. I've seen 50. Jeezy is probably my second favorite to Hove. I've seen a lot of people, bro. This concert right there, the Blueprint in Yankee Stadium, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I've seen him. I did the On the Run tour years ago, so I got to see a little bit of Hov with his wife. But yeah, this was for sure just one of them. He could have did it by himself. That's how good it was. He could have, right? You know, obviously he's great, and he's got a lot of great people that came and have done music with him. But he could have did it by himself all 3 nights, and it would have been, you know, just as good, right? But yeah, man, I think you got to talk about that. I think you got to get into that last night, man.
So
before we go though, but before we get there, can we acknowledge you get a lot of concerts and you see a lot of people perform and they got a million props. I mean, they spend all kind of money on props, right? Yeezy, all of
background dancers, yeah.
And we just like recognize that the man had a mic. A mic. Do you realize how hard your shit got to hit for you to just have the mic?
Yeah. The band, but big shout out to his
Live
band though too.
yeah.
The band was the live band. That's the other thing about people who love music. If you really love music, that live band, if you can perform with a live band, you on another level. And not a lot of people can do that with a live band. Not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah, so and then night 3, I did record something with BT, so I'm not gonna step on that a lot. But night 3, man, it was an adventure. It was a task. I got there about 6 o'clock. I'm literally in line. I literally was in line to walk in, and I'm trying to check out and buy the ticket in line. Like, that's how close stuff was. I tried not to mess with that buy now, pay later stuff, but I'm a real one. That's what I had to go to get this ticket. I had to. Like, I whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what it's got to be, that's what it's had to be. Because I was still there. Like, you know, what else I'm gonna do? Just night 3, man. Like I said, I recorded a lot of the pod with him, so I don't want to step on a lot of that. But the ovation that Rihanna got, the ovation that Usher got, were especially Rihanna got a universal ovation. Beyonce obviously, but people already kind of knew she was there. The shocker was Rihanna. And I said it on that pod, I say it again. The sounds that the women made when Usher hit the stage, I've never heard that many women make that type of sound in my life. It was like in unison. It was together. They were all thinking the same things, which I don't know exactly what that is, but they were all together in one. When they seen that man come up the middle of that stage, they lost it. Absolutely lost it. Jeezy probably was my favorite from that night just because them two, my 1 and 2. My 1 and 2 right there. They did Go Crazy. They did Seen It All. And it just felt like the thing with that show was because it got so delayed, it felt like they had to cut some stuff. I can't see Jeezy and Hov not doing Real As It Gets live. And I think they got a couple more now. I'm maybe drawing a blank. I can't see Fat Joe and Jadakiss coming up, and they only do New York. Like Jadakiss, they couldn't do Blackout together. Jadakiss got multiple hits. Fat Joe got Lean Back. Like they could have did a couple joints that way. What else? Yeah, so I think a lot of the stuff got cut out just because he was trying to be conscious of time. He knew 3 a.m. You know, we pushing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like our show started at 9. It ended at like 12, 11. We didn't feel shortchanged whatsoever. I think his idea was to start at 9, and I think that joint was gonna go to like 1. I think Sunday night was gonna go to like 1 because they wasn't. You could tell they wasn't tripping on. Is that real? Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute.
It's what real? What's up?
Brian to Philly. Nah.
What?
Um.
No, that ain't real.
Nah,
Stop.
that ain't real. No, I swear.
See?
No. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Check the message.
Don't be fucking with me on live.
So,
Theo, you see me?
Hey, dog was about to pop out his shirt.
I'm finna pull a LeBron jersey off from underneath this motherfucker.
Lindsay
And I'm the biggest
Sauls,
LeBron hater.
she said, was it a pop-up concert? I seen no promo for it until the first night. No, we had kind of planned this, what? I want to say March, April range?
Yeah. We got the tickets first when they came out. Shout out to my sis. That's my sister-in-law, Lindsay. What's up?
Gotcha.
What's up, sis? Mom's out there. Hey, Mom. Mom's supporting us. Thank you, Mom. Love you. You know, we got some supporters out there. It's growing. My sister out there. Jazzy, what up, baby? You know what I mean? Whole fam in the building. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, Temple.
Tsunami 4-5. That's like picking your favorite child with picking Jay albums, but he did say he going Reasonable Doubt, but Blueprint right there. Frank said Reasonable Doubt. Man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna take a time to run through everything, but if I had to go right now, I think it might be Blueprint for me. I think it's Blueprint.
Definitely Blueprint, man. A lot of people gonna say the Black Album though.
The Black Album is
gonna say
an
Black
absolute monster.
Yeah.
The Black Album is a monster, dog. But Blueprint got Heart of the City, You Don't Know, Allure, Renegade. Yeah, The Ruler's back as the intro. Like, just to say, I'm the ruler and I'm back. And he's right.
I mean, people don't understand, man. Just, he got hits. It's hits.
Listen, I stayed for both shows, and even looking at the Reasonable Doubt track list, if you take all of those, I think he has another fourth concert where, I mean, he going to mix in some of the hottest ones, but he could have added another 20, 25 bangers on the fourth concert he didn't even do. For real, like, he got stuff out there that he didn't even touch, bro.
Which is gonna make that LA one real interesting.
I think LA he might have to run through like Blueprint 3 because there's a lot of features on there with a lot of big names that show up to LA.
I think he has the stuff that he has done for himself that those people in LA ain't come close. Not many people from LA flew out to New York to see that, right? So I think those people from LA gonna appreciate hearing Allure and Can I Live. Like, he got those bangers that he got mixed in, but the LA thing, and if y'all listen to anything that I'm telling y'all, if y'all interested in these tickets, just keep this in mind. He brought out Rihanna, Beyonce, Jadakiss, the New York people, Jeezy came. What do y'all think? He's raised the bar, so he's got to try to top the bar again. So my guess is for sure we're getting Snoop, Dre, Kendrick are locks. Those are absolute 1,000% locks. And I mean, this is the city of stars. Everybody's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It's October. People going that way to get away from the cold at that time. That lineup might be better than night 3. The night 3 might have been more shocking because now people got a chance to stew in it, and they're gonna be like, yeah, like, I'm expecting to see something. But as far as the star power and, you know, it's a football stadium on top of that, that night might top all of it. Except, I mean, Paris and London might stand up too.
Oh, for sure. Nah, man, I think, look, wifey making an appearance. What up, Jess? Yeah.
My wife, Jessica,
I appreciate it.
Love you, beautiful. Touching on a Theo comment regarding the live band, in her opinion, that is what helped Jeezy land the Vegas residency. So much
agree.
AI, you know, a live band is now unique. She's absolutely right. Me and her seen Jeezy last year with his live band. When he was doing the, we literally went there dressed in a suit, and she had on her dress. It was like prom night in St. Louis and everywhere else. And that live band was incredible. So she absolutely right about that.
Music. Yeah, if you love music, it ain't nothing like a live band, man. we go to an R&B lounge. My wife and I, we go to an R&B lounge sometimes, and they do live band with music, and bro, it's just, music is for the soul. So when you got a live band, that live music touch your soul, man, like no other. I'm telling you,
So
like that's
I,
what makes me love these live bands for sure.
I wanna touch on this real quick, just a concert conversation, and please y'all chime in with y'all's, and we'll pull up the comment and bounce stuff back and forth. What's the most unique concert that you didn't quite sure know you like, but you end up going? So I'll start it off with real quick because I know I've been talking for a minute. But me and my wife, she wanted to see John Mayer. We went to see John Mayer, and he's probably the most talented person I've seen do like live music, because this dude was sitting at the piano, right? He's sitting at the piano. He's got the harmonica around his neck, and he's playing the guitar all at the same time while singing, and didn't miss a beat. Everything made sense, and it was the most incredible, unique, like talent thing I've seen, like ever in sports, anything. Merk, you ain't said nothing in a minute, so I throw it to you first. Do you have a story about a unique concert you went to that changed your perspective?
No, nothing unique like that. Definitely haven't been to very many concerts to where I could speak too much to it. But as far as a live band go, man, I done stepped out many a nights of different settings and listened to just live band, live music, jazz play, etc. And you know what I mean. To touch on that, man, that is a different element, different experience. They
Yeah. For me, man, this might shock y'all, but 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I took my daughter to the United Center to see Billie Eilish.
Oh,
Cold. I never seen so many young girls go crazy. I didn't know who the hell she was at all, but her music,
yeah.
bangers, just flat out bangers. Like, just, I'm like, okay, like, and my daughter just jumping up and down, screaming, but the music was good. It was like really
yeah,
good. Like, my daughter probably has the most unique taste in music. She likes everything, literally likes everything, and it's different. And I give her flack for it, but sometimes when I listen to the stuff that she listens to, I'm like, okay, just listen to the words or whatever. But Billie Eilish, like, bangers. Now, would I listen to her in the car? No, not at all. But just being at a
No.
concert, like that concert just give you like a different feel. Y'all ever been to like, I'm not a fan of country, but you ever been to a country concert?
Nope.
I have not.
I have. I have.
Like that
Like,
too.
it was, am I a fan of country? No, but it was different. It's like, okay,
It's
I
the
see
it's
why
the
y'all
vibes
vibe to
though.
this.
I,
Yeah,
I,
I
I will
see why y'all
explain like
vibe to
this.
this.
I'll explain like this. If you go to a neutral team, right? Like, say if you went to Theo, you a Lions fan. If you went to a Chiefs game, right, and then you're there with them, and they're not playing the Lions, like, you're gonna end up cheering for the Chiefs, because it's you know what I'm saying. Like, the vibes in here, they all going for that. Like, why would I be here as a hater? You know what I'm saying? Even if this ain't exactly me, I'm straight. Like, cool. Like, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. So if you show up to, if I go to John Mayer, and I've never seen that many white people in my life at one time, and they are word for word, just like we word for word, just like we were out there singing every song, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She said my wife asked, which country artist did you see?
Luke Combs.
Oh, yeah,
Had
that's
no
a name
idea
right
who he
there.
was. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
he
yeah.
was
They
he
love
was
that dude.
jamming. I'm like, it was in Houston years
H
ago,
Town.
and they was going crazy. They was going crazy, Jess. I promise you. My sis, she rolled her eyes. My sis asked the question. Lindsay, she said, "Have we ever gotten into a debate over arena versus stadiums?"
So stadium is outside, or arena's outside. Stadium is closed. That's the difference, right?
Or like, let's say like Mercedes, like a football stadium versus basketball.
Right. Okay.
Universal outdoor.
Like
Nah,
Little
nah, we
Caesars
haven't.
Little Caesars would be an arena. Ford Field would be a stadium, in my opinion. Like it's more seats.
Right. I don't know. I can't really tell the difference. Shout out my boy C Smith show coming through too, real quick. I had to make sure I get that up there, man. My man from way back, C Smith, big dog. Just got a head coaching job. He a head coach at Ypsilanti High School too. But no, I can't quite know the difference between the two. Like I mean, as long as I got a good seat, I'm straight.
I ain't
What
gonna
about
hold
you?
you. As long as you can enjoy yourself particularly well outside, you know what I'm saying? Give me the stadium all day.
I will say this, I don't know if she might be asking because of this or not, but we saw Chris Brown at the Alamo Dome, and the sound wasn't great, and that would have probably been more stadium versus I've done a bunch of I've done quite a few concerts like J. Cole, Usher. I've done those at United Center, and it's a much better experience. So that now that I think that was might have been we did Cowboy Stadium on the Run, and I felt like that was good. But just seeing Chris Brown recently, like it was not a good experience at all. Like the sound quality was not good.
Really?
I feel like we got cheated out of that concert. We ain't really enjoy it the way we wanted to, but it was okay.
So Lindsay asked a
See,
great question. Do we think artists are selling fans short? I haven't had a bad experience yet. Personally. So Merk or Theo Merk said he didn't quite go to a lot of them. But what was the bad experience you had so far?
I can't think of none. Probably the Chris Brown one was probably a bad
Yeah.
experience. Not because of the show. It was just like I said, the sound wasn't that great. And then she just said she went and saw Chris Brown and Usher at Ford Field, and the sound wasn't great either. Now again, that's a stadium. So and my mom, shout out to my mom. She said outside sometimes the sound is bad. So, like I said, we don't play about our music. Courtney, arena for sound purpose. So she rather do an arena. So.
Courtney's
Some smaller venue.
Courtney's
So,
wait. Courtney's a dude. Courtney's a dude.
my bad, Courtney.
My dog, Big
bad,
Dog. Yeah,
my bad, bro. Big dog, yeah. I don't want
Do
no
you,
problems.
but do you think it's on the artist?
But I ain't no
though?
hoe. I'm from Detroit.
I know.
I'm talking shit.
Man.
So my question then would be: do you think that that's on the artist then? Because the artist is going to
Always.
put the bill for so much to make sure that they sound and everything is the way it's supposed to be. So I mean, at that point, then to her point, like, do you think they selling the fans short? Like, if your sound ain't right, you know what your venue is.
I mean, you didn't seen some artists like be, super crazy, like Brandy, right? She just did, I think she was in the news she walked off stage like, y'all ain't got my sound right, I ain't doing this, you know what I mean? But I get it, but some artists are gonna be like, hey, I gotta finish the show, like I can't just walk off, like the fans are here, they paid to see me, so I gotta do that, right? Quell said, Quell is on there. What up, Quell? He said sometimes they skip sound check. That's a good point, right? They are supposed to do sound check and get the sound how they want it. But nah, I would, like I said, the bad experience was probably that, just for sound quality. But I mean, I go to concerts all the time. Like, I mean, they're never like I can't think of one where it's bad. You know what I mean? Outside of that, but I've always had good experiences. Now, the arena, like I said, the arena versus stadium, I think that's a really good argument. I really do.
Yeah. I just hadn't considered it at all. That's a great question. Now I'm going to be paying attention to it.
Right.
And I think when your name is on it, you always have to have some kind of responsibility to it, right? Like, your name is on this. They're gonna remember I was at the J. Cole, I was at the Brandy, I was at the Jay-Z concert, and the sound was quality. They not even gonna remember this was such and such arena. Usually, you know what I'm saying? Even though we had some references, but the first name is gonna be you. So you got to make sure that's right. And it's unfortunate if it's out of your control. Tsunami said, saw J. Cole at U State Music Hall in DC. It was 2011 before that trash ass debut album. Maybe 150 people there. He played Friday Night Lights in the warm up. Okay, yeah. No. J. Cole is on the list now. Like my bucket list is complete. You can put that to the side. Lil Wayne was on the bucket list, but after seeing some of the videos, I don't have much of faith in his concert coming here July 31st. We going to. I'm expecting anything from him at this point.
Right.
But J. Cole definitely on the list.
Seeing Cole, man. Cole put on a good show, man. And yeah, Jess, you're right. It did happen to Tiana, right?
Yes.
She came on, said, hey, I couldn't hear. You know, she had to pull the earpiece out. You know, she was like doing the words, but she was kind of behind. So, you know, it happens. It happens. But for me, I'm giving the artist credit for them continuing to go, right? Because she couldn't just stop. You know what I mean? You gotta go. But again, like you said, it kind of puts it on them. Like, well, you trash. You ain't make sure this was right. But sometimes they ain't got no choice. You know, they gotta just roll with it. Yeah, it's just unfortunate for sure. Yeah, and that's most definitely.
And that's the other thing. Before we get off the Jay-Z concert, because we're going to get to some sports real quick, and then we got to get to our giveaway because we're pushing up on it. That was the impressive thing about Jay-Z. He's 56 years old, and he has no voiceover. There is no voice track. It's just him. All voice control. And again, they did 46 songs night 3. It started at midnight. Dude 56. Like, he looked like he ain't got his shape or whatnot. It looked like he on that Beyonce diet now, so more power to you, Hov. But man, dude, incredible. Like I said, I didn't touch on intentionally. I didn't touch on much of that concert because I already got a pre-recorded podcast about that you guys can check out. When I talked about it with BT, a coaching buddy of mine that was also there, and we really went in depth. He's a fellow podcaster as well, so he know what he's doing. But I wanted to make sure we, you know what I'm saying, I took care of, we did home first, you know what I'm saying? I got to do it with my brothers because this was more important than just the night 3 thing. So, just to close the loop, I really appreciate spending time with these two guys. That was our first trip going out, you know what I'm saying? And now we got to get the rest of the gang together, and, you know, we're going to start planning trips where the whole Camp 8 community can maybe meet up somewhere and you know, go to a concert, you know, or city and have dinner, break bread, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate y'all. Back up to the top real quick. I'm gonna slide back up. We're gonna come back to this question. Talking about sports and also NYC, Fanatics Fest is in town. What's your take on LeBron not making an announcement? Also, what's your take on where he might go and why he's taking so long to make a decision? I think Brian had to. This is the first time that he's really having to think through a process. I think the other times he kind of knew what he wanted to do by looking at the landscape. I also think that it's not an easy decision, right? Like, who wants to move from LA? Like, there's no better spot. Like I say, like I think New York for anybody, right, is the best city. But LA seems to be by far the best city in the world if you got bread and you're famous to live in. Who wants to move away from that when you're a one name person, right? Rihanna, one name. Jay-Z, one name. Beyonce, one name. LeBron is a one name person. Prince, Michael, you know what I'm saying? People know who you're talking about when you say that. Jordan, you know, one name. If you're a one name person, he can't go to Philly. He probably couldn't even live in his hometown in Cleveland the way he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to Philly and they excited to have you there, and they ain't never had nobody like you at this level come through. It's tough, man. So I think that's what's making him take so long to make a decision, because he really weighing a lot of his options. What you think?
Man, I I think it's bullshit where he talking about it ain't, Rich Paul came out and said it's not about winning a championship. It's about having fun and, going out a certain way. Man, come on, bro. What do we play this game for? We play this game to win, right? It's just like, again, we out there, we shooting around. At the end of the day, we all competitive brothers. We want to win. And at the end of the day, I don't care if LeBron's 45 years old. Like, he wants to, if he can win a championship, that's where he gonna go. He gonna go win a championship. And I think he got a couple spots where he could go win a championship. I think what he's weighing is I think also too what he's weighing is, if I go play here, I don't want to go anywhere else. So if I do play another year, what does it look like? Because I can go anywhere and play 1 year, but what does it look like going into that second year? Because I don't think he plays more than 2 years, right? But where can I go that's gonna give me the shot to not only win next year, but potentially win another the next year? Okay, if I want to play, right? Because he might win one and say, "All right, I'm out, peace, go out on top." You know what I mean? Which is what I would do, because nothing's guaranteed. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think he's weighing the option, but I also think he's thinking about it from where can I win? Where can I absolutely put myself in the best, in the best space to win a championship? I think he definitely needs to go east. Period. And I think when they talk about the 3-team race, Philly, Cleveland, Miami, I definitely think it's those three teams. I do not think Golden State is in the mix. I don't think I think he wants out of the West. The West is too loaded. It would be cool to see him play with Steph, right? It would be cool. It would be worse than. No, I don't like it, but from a basketball standpoint, I don't like it. But it would be cool. Sure, it would be cool. It would be worse than the Heatles. I think it would be way worse than that with them two on the same team. But I think if you want to win a title this year, going into next year, I think it's Miami or Philly. I think Cleveland is third. I would not want to play with James Harden. Harden got to have the ball. I wouldn't want to play with him. He's not a winner. Period. He's not. He's not a winner. I will go to Miami. I will go to Philly.
Yeah, I mean, Merk, Philly's your town.
He over there. You know why he over there quiet? Because he like Miami or Philly. Like, he over there daydreaming. Like, man, okay.
This is where it get wicked. This is where it get wicked, right? I have built my whole last decade of hating LeBron, right? Not as a human, not as a father and what he's done, like none of that, right? Just when it comes to this basketball shit, I have been a LeBron hater. So I've got to acknowledge that. And to now it coming down to, I'm almost 70% sure he's coming to Philly, right? About 70% sure. What that looks like favorites for, if nothing else, we at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Like that's I don't even think that's the ceiling. You know what I mean? Like that's like the basement. If we don't get there, then we got a bigger fucking problem, right? So I'm 100% a LeBron hater now, looking at him coming to the team and going, he's got to come to Philly. If he wants to win a chip, he's got to go to Philly. It's all, the pieces are already there, right? They're there. I don't think he can win in any other location right now, as it's set right now. Unless
I disagree with that, man.
Unless he goes to the West and you see him in a Timberwolves uniform. Other than that,
I ain't feeling that take, man. Because, you can hate LeBron all you want, but it's still LeBron James, bro.
Yeah, but it's the shit like this. What the fuck are we waiting for? Bruh, make a decision and move the fuck on.
It's still LeBron James, bro.
The shit he did in Miami, I'm taking my tails. Motherfucker, just tell us where the fuck you going and get the fuck there so everybody else can move the fuck on.
It's still LeBron James, bro.
I get it. I get that. And that's why I got to take a step back now that there's a potential that he may be on my team. But beyond that, I don't want to hear this. We got to wait 6 months for this motherfucker to make a decision.
Okay,
it's
let me ask you this.
Attention whore.
Let me ask you a question.
LeBron James, what more attention do you need?
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel that way without LeBron James about your team?
I do now that we got James Brown.
You full of shit.
Why I gotta
You
be full of shit?
You
That's
full
the
of shit.
truth.
You do not feel that way without LeBron James.
Whoa, slow down. Don't feel like what? Like
That
like
the
we're
basement
contenders in the
that
East?
the basement is the Eastern Conference Finals. Right now. Exactly. Thank you.
Oh,
So
no,
stop
no,
acting
no, wait,
like
hold on.
so stop
Yeah,
acting
hold
so
on,
stop
hold on.
acting like
Hold
that.
on.
Stop
So,
acting like
Hold
that.
on. No, hold on.
With a healthy
Hold on.
Embiid right
Nah.
now, yes, I feel that way. With a healthy Embiid,
Man, that
I
don't
feel like
exist. Stop it.
See,
Hold on.
thank you.
Stop
Get
it.
him,
We're not
get him,
doing that.
get him.
That don't exist. That's dead. Stop. We're not doing that, man.
Embiid's
You talking
dead.
that if healthy Embiid stuff, man. Stop, bro. We never doing that again. Stop. He's not healthy. He's never gonna be healthy. His knees are absolutely shot. Stop doing that. Like the whole Philly. Stop saying if healthy Embiid. That does not exist.
I thought we had to talk like that. Isn't that y'all rule? We got to talk like that. We can't talk
Talk
about
like what?
motherfucker get hurt and blah. Hey, I got to look at my team being healthy. Everybody got to go. And unless I see a report that a motherfucker is hurt, I got to look at my team going into the
I'm
season.
telling you right now, he's hurt. The knees are gone. There is no coming back from this injury.
How many
It's
games
over
do we
with.
play this year, Ron?
It
How many
don't
games
matter.
do we
He
play
won't be
this
there at the end. He can't play 2 weeks in a row. Yeah.
What's the over-under, Ron?
44. And that's
44.
playoffs plus regular
I take
season.
that bet.
Oh, I about to say because he only played 38. He only played 38 in the regular season.
Let me
feel
get
me?
paid real quick. Can I get that bet?
Man, can we finish the pie?
Oh,
Like we should always talk about your bets. Man.
Give me
Oh,
that bet.
no, hold on. Let's make sure. Let me make this clear. We're betting. We're
Oh,
betting
okay.
for sure.
All
So
right.
it's just
Get some of that
hey.
money
Do
I
we have to
gave you
reference?
back.
Do we have to reference your
I'm in a
past
hole
bets?
right now, fucking with you. I didn't get some of
okay.
that money back.
Okay, so real quick, we'll
I
close it out
agree.
like this.
He is in Maxie way.
We'll close
He
it out
slowed the
like
game
this.
down.
Here is the rules to the competition, right? We have subscribers on YouTube. We need 100 subscribers, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You are going to like tonight's video. Like this video tonight. There will be a question in the comments. Answer the question. Then you will be officially entered in, right? If we get 100 subscribers, this is the first shooter we're doing. Size 12, Katie Aunt Pearls. I believe these are KD 14s, Aunt Pearls. I probably worn her like twice. All right. Second one, same deal. At 500 subscribers, at 500, we're gonna pick another winner. Got to do the same stuff. Just the subscribers have to go up. We have Jordan 3s, right? Originals, Jordan 3s. Got it? Crispy. I'm going to clean them up some more before you even get them. By the time you get them, they're going to be super crispy, but they crispy right now. That's at 500. Then the creme de la creme. If we get to 1,000, Mambas, 4s, Olympic gold. It don't even have, you see that? That's 10. That's not 8. That's not 24. They got the 10 on there, right? 1,000 subscribers. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're letting these go. So, what we need you to do is like, subscribe, watch, share, get other people to subscribe, get other people to listen. Get your mama to do it. If the shoes is for you, mama ain't wearing them. Get her to win. And I don't know who gonna win. And anybody know me, we fair square over here. I don't care who win these shoes. Let me make this clear. I don't want none of my friends to win them. Let's make this clear right now. I don't want them to. But it is gonna be fair. It is gonna be fair now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want none of them to win it. Like, subscribe, rate, review, follow us at all our stuff is Camp 8 Sports now. We made a little branding change. feels like that's going to be a better thing for us because we're going up. But tonight was amazing. We finally got Facebook Live, getting the fams to come through. Tonight was absolutely incredible. Once we get I know a lot of people are, outside. It's the summer. Once we get to that winter time and we really, really rolling and we got this ball going and people in the house like, yeah, let's see what Camp 8 going on. You know what I'm saying? So we really appreciate y'all. Hit us with any questions that you might have, anything like that. Fellas, y'all want to say anything before we go?
No, man, just shout out to like we got the followers up on Facebook, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Showing love. We went from like 40, 50 followers to like 100 quickly, right? So shout out to everybody that's supporting, man. We just getting started. Football season is gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a lot of arguments between the three of us talking about that football. They some Eagles fans. I'm a Lions fan. It's gonna be crazy. We all so Cowboy haters. We all Cowboy haters. So you know what I mean. So I know I got some folks out there from Texas. They gonna be in the chat going crazy. But yeah, man, just appreciate y'all showing the love. Like I said, we gonna be on here. We're gonna be consistent. We're gonna interact with y'all, and we're gonna make it happen, man. Like I'm excited.
A lot more giveaways coming too, man. Like don't think that this is it. If you don't get your opportunity,
doing it every month.
The more subscribers, the more people that's following, the more these gifts are gonna keep rolling through, man. Because it's fun. It's fun for us to do it. It's fun for us to be able to, like you said, interact with the group. Y'all ain't fans. Y'all are part of this Camp 8 family. So it's gonna be
big camp, man.
It's gonna be interesting.
And this is what we do, man. We do this all day in a group chat, and we said, you know what? Big shout out to my brother Rome. He said, man, we need to hop on a podcast and do this. And I was on board with it, man. This is what we do all day. We all work. We all working guys, just having a good time. But we talk sports all day, every day. That group chat going off from 6 in the morning to 2 in the morning. It don't close every day. Every day. We FaceTime and talking shit, all that, man. So.
Lindsay, I'll tell you right now, if you win them Kobe's, you can sell them and get you something. Like I'm telling you right now, I checked the price on them Kobe's. The Kobe's is $600 right now on GOAT.
Yeah,
now
you can put them right. You can put them right on GOAT and get you a quick 600. Trust me.
Quick and
trust me. Make that money. They ain't to wear.
Let me finish with this. We have more women, and I know the women are pretty much our family. But we have more women in here. We're gonna do giveaways for the women as well. For sure. So stick around, like subscribe, get your homegirls to come in, pass it. Everybody. We here for everybody. So except for the kids,
this thing get going. Hey, this thing get going. You never know. Might be some Louis Gucci, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
it might be the Louis Gucci,
that has officially jumped the shark, and I am not in the waters no more when we do that. Once you start talking the L's, the V's, the G's,
hey, listen, man, listen. That's what we do. Hey, you never. Yeah. Hey, we get this thing popping, man. Listen, hey.
She said, "Mom say, oh really?
Oh really? Moms know. Moms know the deal. You know, caviar taste. You feel me?
Yeah. So we're gonna get on out of here again. Post coming up soon. We appreciate y'all. Peace out.
Love Camp 8.